Okay, first we would like to ask if you'd be happy to share this on the website.
Yes, that's okay.
And to transcribe your responses to users' data?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a student, teacher or lecturer, and from which country?
Teacher from Norway.
Okay. And what's your name?
Hilde.
Hilde. Thinking about the overall dlab project, can you describe what you've gained?
What we gained? Well, I've been working with international projects since '95. And this project is kind of a result after working with the TT pilot for many years with some of the other lecturers. So I'm also an eTwinning ambassador, and so we've been working ahead of this Erasmus project. We've been working for years to get the students to work international, and I think that we kind of managed to get the students involved in the projects, and I'm also a teacher trainer. So for me, it's very nice to have the students coming to my school and to get involved into the projects. So I think we kind of a bit further to the goal than we used to be.
How do you think your involvement has impacted or will impact on your own practice?
Well, I think working international, it's very interesting because we have different ways of running schools and different ways of doing things. So I think that learning from each other is also really important, and also for the students that at our schools, that they see the possibility that there are you can go study abroad, you can so to get the contacts and the networks that can work together. I think it's really important.
Have there been any particular challenges?
The challenges is also always deadlines and getting schedules to work together and to communicate, find times that is okay for everyone. So there will always be a challenge to get all the groups in different countries because of different vacations, different school tables and stuff like that. So we can't always meet at the same time. So that's a challenge.
Yeah. Have there been any benefits or challenges of the teachers, lecturers and students working alongside each other?
Yes, I think it's only benefits actually, because I think we have the same, we're trying to reach a goal together, and then we all get involved. I think it's important for everyone to own the project, so we feel responsibility, and so therefore it's also important that we get together and plan and go through it and evaluate together, so we can see the whole run.
Have there been any benefits or challenges in the planning stages and in the classroom?
Oh. Yes, there are always challenges, of course, because you always have a tight schedule and there are so many other things that need to be done. So I think the thing is that you need to implement the project into your everyday school life. So if you look at this project as something that is outside and in addition to, then it's kind of a challenge. But I think when you know that you're going to work like this, there are always themes during the year that you can implement this into. And the earlier you plan and set the dates, the easier it is, I think.
And have there been any benefits or challenges while making the MOOC and within the international days?
Yeah, I think maybe what I just said about finding time enough to plan and to get ready for the international days, and to find times to Skype and have the meetings, online meetings, and then I think the challenge is to make to finish the project, because you start producing things, but one day is normally not enough. So then you end up with some products that is not finished, and you need to find time to that as well. So that could be a challenge now and then, but eventually we get there.
Focusing on the perspective of student teachers, how does the dlab way of working compare with their regular training experiences?
It's a more flexible internship, because they only come in during the international days, and then we have some meetings. So instead of just going to a school for like 3 weeks, like they normally do, they come in and do the practice. So it's a more flexible arrangement. And we had to discuss this with the university college, of course, because it's not in their system, so we have to kind of change the system. And I think that is nice, because then they see that there are other ways of having their practice out in school as well. And it's interesting for them to go abroad like you do now, so I think it's very valuable for them as well.
Focusing on the school pupils, were there any challenges or benefits, and how does this way of working compare with their regular lesson experiences?
Well, they can see, I think it's important that students see that there are other ways of teaching than the more traditional ways. And this opening, it's cross-curricular. And you can see how you can fit all the different subjects into one project. So you don't need. I think it's important also that they see that a timetable is more. It's not something you should. Can't find the word. You can't stick to the timetable all the time, because then you don't get the experience of working with the theme over a longer time. And then sometimes teachers start to stuck on the timetable, so they say, okay, we teach English and then we teach math, but they could do it all into one. So I think it's valuable for the teachers that they see that there are so many other ways of teaching than just being in front of the class and being the lecturer.
Is there anything you'd like to add about your perceptions of the impact on the project?
No, not at the moment, I think.
Is there anything you do differently?
Anything I do differently? Yeah, I do a lot of things differently because I've been working with it for so long. It's kind of a way of teaching that I'm very used to. So when I'm thinking projects, I always think in themes. And when I plan the school year, I think in themes rather than subjects. So I always bake all the subjects into my projects and various themes.
Can you identify which aspects of the dlab project have been most useful for you?
I think maybe networking with other teachers to collaborate and to gain from each other's experience and learn from each other. I think that is the most important, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the last question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.